Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't have like a set schedule at the moment for mental health video this day, music this day, and I will probably come up with one soon. And I also know that a lot of you came for the music videos, which won't stop obviously. It'll mostly still be music videos from now on. I'll just do maybe once a week or twice a week a mental health video. As the only other thing more important to me than music, or the only thing on the same level, is mental health, as it is something I deal with. Now, you've read the title of the video. I want to talk about what you can't see, which is a really important topic when we talk about mental health stigma, because I deal with depression and anxiety symptoms, and you're watching me now. If you'd never seen me before, and I hadn't just said that, you wouldn't know. There's no way of telling, unless the only way you can actually visibly see that someone is depressed is if they haven't been taking care of themselves, or they self-harm, unfortunately. So most people with depression just really don't want to shower. They won't wash their face, they might not brush their teeth, their hair might be a mess, and that's fine. I've been there, and they don't care about themselves mostly, and it just is an absolutely horrible feeling. Sorry everyone, I had to cut, but people with depression tend to not take care of their appearance, or if it's not themselves, it'll be the room they live in. You may have seen some videos, because you don't get to see like the floor and everything, but some of my videos in the past, you've seen clothes all over the bed. The room would have been a mess, but then when the depression spell ends, or it gets better, I do clean up. Like today, I've had a good clean up. We're getting on track. You can't see mental health in the same way you see a broken leg or someone missing an arm, and that sort of feeds into the stigma. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. It's that sort of people don't expect you to have a problem because they can't see it, and it leads on to more like depression stigma stuff. Like, one thing that I've heard a lot is, you can't be depressed because children in Africa are suffering and you've got more than them, which is a horrible thing to say. Depression doesn't care, right? Depression just doesn't care what you have. You could be Jeff Bezos with his billions upon billions of pounds, all the money in the world. He can still get depressed. He can still get the same type of depression I have. It doesn't care what I have. It doesn't care at all, and even so, like big problem for me, and it's a problem for a lot of people who deal with what I deal with, where when I am feeling really down, I treat myself, and it has been. I have over 200 records now. There's not a problem buying records, but obviously saving money is important as an adult, and I'm not very good at it, because when I am feeling down, I treat myself. And it's sort of like an endless cycle, because I will treat myself when I'm down. Oh, pardon me. Brain. I will treat myself when I'm down until I don't have any money left. And when I don't have any money left, I'm then feeling down because of the no money. And then that's just sort of like a cycle. So the point, back on point, depression doesn't care. Anxiety, mental health doesn't care what you have. Some people think that finding themselves a partner who loves them will cure them, which is not true. And it can be incredibly damaging to someone for you to dismiss how they're feeling, how the mental health is affecting them, just because you can't see it, or maybe you're just maybe you think they shouldn't be depressed because they've got a roof over their head, or there are homeless people in the streets. How can you be depressed when you sleep in this bedroom? It's that sort of mentality that's wrong, and it needs to stop. And so many people think that someone with depression can just snap out of it. I can't click my fingers, but you know what I mean. They can just snap out of it. Oh, you're just feeling down, just buck up, chump. That sort of mentality is wrong as well. So another one is like people who are feeling suicidal, a lot of the time they don't want to die, but they feel the need that they have to because life is not going to get better, which is really unfortunate. And because people don't understand that, a lot of deaths happen because suicide is not understood. If we understood suicide and depression and stopped all the stigma, we could, save lives. It would seriously save a lot of lives if we did understand this. More. And I think, there are times when I have been, not that I wouldn't plan on doing anything, but like there are days when I consider it. I have days where I don't want to do anything and I just lie in bed and sulk. I use the term sulk, but some people might find that offensive, and it really bothers me, when someone says, oh, you can't be depressed because you've got this, that, or the other, and it's that kind of stigma. I've gone off on a huge tangent, but that kind of stigma just ruins lives, and it needs to stop. There was more I was going to talk about, but I've kind of gotten emotional. I want to tell you what, I want to talk about what happened this year. Well, it did happen this year, but over the last month or so. Because, last month I took that week off, and videos had been a bit sketchy, a bit here and there. And that's because someone I trusted a lot fucked me over quite big time. I'm not a perfect person, and in this case I didn't do anything wrong, but I do acknowledge that I have hurt people in the past. Not in this way, but you know what I mean. We met in, I don't want to name names, I don't want to give away who it is, because that would cause more problems than it solves, but I was really close to them, and I thought they were really close to me, and I was honest with them about something, and they decided to just throw me away, just chuck me away like I'm nothing. They told me they were angry at me, and they made up some bullshit reasons to be angry at me because because they didn't want to know me, and they are toxic and childish, and I don't want them, But then I know that I don't want them in my lives anymore. They can fuck right off. They're a CUNT. But I still miss them. I miss the person they were when they actually liked me. Or maybe they were pretending to like me, but that's why I was so down. Because someone I trusted a lot stabbed me in the back and left me for dead on the side of the road. And I was distraught, And I'm not usually an angry person, but I wanted to scream at this woman through Messenger, obviously. I can't actually shout, but I wanted to send some really angry messages because she had stabbed me in the back quite ruthlessly, and my friends who I love dearly, they have helped me get to a point where I understand that that's not a good idea, that I should just leave, even though I have every right to tear her head off, to scream at her for everything she's done. That my friends have helped me just leave it, just walk on, move on. And moving on is incredibly hard to do, but it's something that, I have done, and, in the process of doing that, she is sort of like a life lesson for me, because now I enjoy my own company, I've been sat in here playing Animal Crossing by myself all week, and I haven't felt that lonely. I've got you guys, the YouTube followers, pardon me, but it doesn't make it any easier, Someone you trusted and someone you loved as like a sister, as like a best friend sort of thing, just jamming a knife into you, it really, it was a very emotional time, and I am doing a lot better, my lovely friends, Kat, Jody, have a shout out, and there are others, just help me through it, and you guys, the YouTube, you've helped me through it as well, and I'm doing a lot better, and I don't really have much else to say, but yeah, thanks for watching if you watched this far. I know this video wasn't very structured. In the future, these mental health videos will be structured like the music ones. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Take care, everyone.